One's doctor today about Rexulti. Moments matter.
Now, Heartland Sports with Todd Richards.
Hi again, everyone. The SEMO women's soccer team kicking off its season tonight under new head coach John Klein. Redhawks hosting the Evansville Aces at last check, scoreless in the first half, and we'll have a full recap of this one. Anxious to see how it turns out tonight on Heartland Sports. Meanwhile, high school football, Cape Central beat some weather issues last night, practicing indoors. Tigers have a lot of new faces this season, also some outstanding senior talent like tight end and defensive lineman Jathan Spain. Spain, who will play for SEMO next season, actually played quarterback earlier in his career. He takes a lot of pride in playing a lot of positions.
I love seeing how many ways I can help the team. Both sides of the ball, special teams. I want to be on the field helping the team as much as I can.
How much you love this game of football?
I love football. It's getting there. Putting the pads on today for the first time, you just get the energy going through like the whole building. Everybody's ready to go. I'm ready for that first game.
When you look back some years, how much better do you think you've gotten just through your experience?
I've improved vastly. Mainly, I'm going to credit it to Coach King in the weight room.
Cape Central will host the Jamboree next Friday. It will be our season premiere of Heartland Football Friday. Meanwhile, the Sykeston Bulldogs, I just got back from there. Hey, they're going through a practice under Jim May. It's his second year. And tonight on Heartland Sports, we'll hear from Coach May and the Bulldogs, talk about that development as the program is moving along. Meanwhile, Murray State hosting the Missouri Valley Conference baseball tournament next year. Of course, they had a marvelous season this past year. It'll be the first time that the Racers have hosted a conference championship in any sport since joining the Missouri Valley Conference. And baseball's first time hosting a conference championship since 1991. Should be a lot of excitement. You get to those tournaments, nothing quite like it. We're going to take a time out, come back and talk a little bit more and wrap it up for you after this.